Greet all of you. My name is Donald. Everybody should know either family members or friends are in here. And I want to pass this out. Just take one and just give it around. I was speaking to a cousin of mine. It's a shame, but he's a blood relative of mine, which means we have the same genetic makeup. And he's blaming the system for his condition. You know, he's done some time too. 2 years in the penitentiary. He's 25 or 26, 27 years old. 2 years in the penitentiary. And he's blaming the system because he doesn't have a GED. He's blaming the system because he can't get a job. He's blaming the system. And I said to this young man, I said, I'm not blaming the system. I'm looking at myself. And I'm taking responsibility for what it is that I've done to myself. For instance, there's a language a lot of people use who've come from those environments, and that's like, yeah, they gave me 5 years. They gave me 10 years. Instead of saying, I gave myself 5 years. I gave myself 10 years. As an entrepreneur, you've got to take control of your own life and realize that there's nothing that's being put in front of you that's a true obstacle. It's something that you can step up on and you're a stepping stone. So this young man has exhausted his avenues to become a documented citizen of the United States of America. His only other option is to become a millionaire. If he becomes a millionaire, then he's able to, can you explain that to us?
I'm able to apply for this visa where your net worth, I haven't still done my research or had finished doing my research, I just know about it. So first I'm just trying to work with all this financial literacy, I guess you could say, and then I'm gonna go from there to do what I have to do in regards with what's it called with the whole immigration situation that I'm in. But I believe I could do it.
That's a bold statement. This man said he's going to become a millionaire so he can stay here. That's a heck of a statement. I want to be around guys like that, really. I want to be around somebody who's got that mentality, who you've got great warriors. They say, look, you know, we took the troops to the shore. Burn the boats. Burn the boats that got us here. And the reason why is because we either take our enemy's boat and conquer our enemies and use their boats to go home, or we stay here and we die. And I like that mentality. His back is against the wall, and he's only got one option, and that's to become a millionaire and stay here in the United States of America. And I like that. I want to be around that type of energy because I feed off of that. Now, the homework assignment for next week, okay, if you read right here, number 2, according to the Wall Street Journal dollar index, what is the value of the dollar? So I want you to find out what the value of the dollar is. And based off of the value of the dollar, how much are you losing by taking cash? That's an interesting question. Every dollar someone gives you, how much money have you lost before you even pay on taxes? Think about that, because I really want you to understand the dollar. I really want you to understand the value of the dollar. Really want you to understand its purchasing power and what it is that you're getting in exchange for your time. In reality, what are you giving up for exchange of 1/3 of your life? 1/3 of your life. So if you live to be 90, you're giving up 30 years to somebody else for what? This dollar. So I want you to really understand what it is that you're taking in return for 30 years of your life, and even longer, because there are people on their deathbed who need to get up, go to work, so they can pay the bills so the light can be on at least when they die that day. It's a trip, but when you think about it, they have to work all the way up until the day that they die. Think about how much money you're losing. We talked about that with the $100,000. When you take $100,000, how much are you losing every year? And consider mental molds when it comes down to entrepreneurship. What do we want to do to the consumer?
Kill it.
If you can, with your bare hands, choke that thing. And the reason why is because the consumer mentality is this. As long as I have a job, I don't have to be rich. I'm cool. Now that's fine. People are like that. They just want to be comfortable. Then they complain about how much it costs to send their kids to school. Then they complain about, man, I'm living from paycheck to paycheck. But this is the same individual who said, I don't want to be rich. I just want to just make enough to be happy. But then they complain about how they just, I have to put tires on this car. It's just crazy. And then they get more and more debt. Then they complain about, oh man, I lost my house, the market.